What's up, Mix Nutters? It's your boy Marcus, and I'm back and black. And today we are going to be covering one of the top B movie superheroes, the Toxic Avenger. Coming up next. Alright, now, before we proceed, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so that you are notified every time we drop a video, which is Monday or Friday, of course. And you know what? Check out them Mix Nuts friends too while you at it. These boys are super talented, available on all platforms. You can check us out on Mix Nuts 3000 Instagram page, or Mix Nuts 3000. Run it. What's up, Mix Nutters? It's your boy Marcus, back in the building, and today we're doing the Toxic Avenger, man. Wow. Okay. I don't know if you guys remember this movie. A lot of people may not have been into it. It came out a while ago, like 1984, a while ago. But this movie is a straight up time capsule and pretty cool, actually. Now, it's definitely a B movie because everything about it is over the top. I mean, period. From the premise, everything. But I mean, really, just check this out. I'm gonna play the trailer here, and I want you to pay special attention to what, like, not putting down anybody's version of them getting bullied or cyber bullied, but back in the day, bullying was on another level. All right, this kid was getting bullied by the narrator of his story. No joke. Run that trailer.
Meet little Melvin. He's a 90-pound weakling. Everyone hated Melvin.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this mop and shove it down your throat.
They teased him.
I wanna do it with you. Okay.
They taunted him. They tormented him until he had a horrifying accident and fell into a vat of nuclear waste, transforming little Melvin into a hideously deformed creature of superhuman size and strength. Melvin became the Toxic Avenger.
All right, now you see what I'm saying? Everybody was roasting Melvin, all right? They was getting it in. Melvin was getting just toastified with it. I was like, damn, why is everybody roasting him so hard, bro? I mean, even then, I mean, he goes around beating up people. It's just, but still, like, I don't understand. I mean, even from the girls that he went to school with, to the kids, to like random people in the street, the narrator was getting at him. I'm like, damn, they really wanted to ram it home that he was like the underdog that was gonna become a hero or something. But I mean, I was like, damn, this is bullying. All right, this is like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer bullying, and we all know like Rudolph got bullied at a whole nother level. First off, quick side note: Rudolph got bullied by Santa Claus. I mean, damn. Okay, did we all just think about that for a second? And then when he needed him, he came in and was like, "With your nose so bright," you know, that was shady. But anyway, back to Toxic Avenger. This movie is amazing. The violence in this movie, okay, is way over the top, cartoony over the top. All right, so you won't be like super disturbed by it. Remember, it's 1984, so everything about it is crazy. I mean, he fell in a vat of toxic waste and developed superpowers. Like in real life, you'd probably just melt like butter or just be dead immediately. You probably die a pretty horrific death. You know, you wouldn't be fighting crime. All right, this whole movie could just be like a fever dream of him in the hospital in like some kind of coma waiting to die, honestly, because it doesn't make sense. I mean, but at the time though, toxic waste and all that was pretty fairly new to the public, so they would just use that as a reason for anybody getting any kind of superpower, period. I mean, that was just the way it was back then. And like, look, let's just look at some of these. I mean, I'm just looking at some of these reviews here, man. Let's check out some of these reviews from Rotten Tomatoes, right? So this guy, Dave Kerr, cruddy, primal, extremely violent, and fairly entertaining. It captures some of the snot-flicking spirit of the old EC comics. All right, Dave Kerr went kind of hard on that. Yeah, okay. And Jeff Andrews says it all falls apart after an hour. Chunks of the preceding entertainment reappearing as random montages. Wow. You know, some of these people, I think they're judging it a little too hard. Marjorie Burgarden says the Toxic Avenger tells the humor story of a geeky weakling who is turned into a superhero when he is slimed by some toxic waste. She just stated the obvious, so I could tell she probably had nothing good to say. I mean, because that's a synopsis of the movie, so that's not really a critic. But yeah, man, I mean, this movie overall, man, I really enjoyed it. And this movie, the Toxic Avenger, when you're looking at it, it is so ridiculous. But it went on to have its own cartoon and even a musical, dude. Like, they actually did a musical about this same thing. And it blew me away, like, damn. So don't write your stuff off, man. If you got like something you think is an idea, but it gets kind of trash in the beginning, stand by it, man. It may develop this cult following that turns into something, because I'm sure they made way more money off of cartoons and merchandise and just the longevity of the movie and the musical than anything else, just selling the rights for this stuff off. Some people believe that, oh, if I write a movie, then that means I would have to write the cartoon or do the merchandise. It's like, nah, man, people will license your idea, do that for you, and you just get a piece of it without having to work. I mean, look at George Lucas with all those toys. You know what I mean? Star Wars toys. I mean, this dude wasn't physically out there coming up with prototypes for toys. No. Somebody else was doing that completely. So, I mean, they really worked this thing, and I think it really worked out for them. I mean, let's just take more looks at the just the overall aesthetic of the movie, man. I mean, the dude's face is just hideous, and they used practical effects on this. He walking around with a dirty mop slapping people with super strength. This movie kind of reminds me of like a what's that, RoboCop? Remember RoboCop, where they would beat criminals, but he would like overcorrect their criminal behavior, like he would just like blow their face off. That's basically Toxic Crusader, man. You know what I mean? He'd wrap a bar around you or rip your arm off, slang, crush your head. But, I guess Melvin was bullied a little too much and then just kind of snapped. But you guys gotta watch this movie. You're gonna love it. I love it. I recommend it. I'm you know what? I'm gonna give it a full 5 stars on ridiculous B movies. And this movie, I'm looking at it on Rotten Tomatoes, right? It got a 70%, which is actually pretty good for a B movie from the 1984. And the audience score is like 63%. And that's with over 10,000 ratings. That's actually really good, man. Because, I mean, if you come out with there are big Hollywood movies that got like 10%. You know what I'm saying? This movie was extra low budget, bro. None of these, and I mean, even the casting was kind of off. They're like, these are high school kids. I'm like, these are clearly grown-ups. Everybody in there is like 28 or something. I don't know what's going on, but that's just how they did it back in the 80s, man. When I was a kid watching TVs, like all the high school shows, they were always like 32. And then you thought you were going to look that old when you got there. Never did. But anyway, the Toxic Avenger, I'm going to give it, I'm actually giving it 5 stars out of 5, man. Check it out. Alright, Mix Nutters, that is it for me today. I'm about to make like a baby and head out. If you want to support the channel, go to buymeacoffee.com/mixnuts. We got new videos coming either Monday or Friday, of course. You can check us out on Mixnuts 3000. That's our Instagram page. And until next time,